Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Disguised Killers in the Fog by Strosahl. This is the final puzzle that was created for our fog theme week, which was at the first week of July. But don't worry, it won't be the last fog puzzle in this series. But I thought I'd just let you know that this could have been part of fog theme week. All right, so what are we doing here? Well, we do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also do have fog in the grid. So most of the cells are gray right now. That means they're covered in fog. So they could have clues beneath them, but the fog is obscuring those clues. Now I'm going to go over what kinds of clues we're going to encounter, and you can see that we have some of them already revealed for us. Now, the way we reveal the fog is by getting correct digits. So if I get, say, this digit correct, then it will reveal that cell and all of the cells surrounding it. So you can get up to 9 cells revealed by placing a digit. So if I were to place a digit here, it would reveal these ones. If I were a digit here, it would reveal these ones. But really, we already have those revealed, so it would reveal these. Anyway, that's how the fog works. Now, of course, you could then use the fog to know if a digit's correct or not, but that is not the intent. The intent is to use logic to be confident about a digit before you place it. And the fog will reveal if you were correct. All right, so we also have killer cages in the grid. Digits in a cage sum to the value in the top left, but our value has been encoded. But if this was, say, 2, 5, 6, then that would add to 13. Yeah. So this would have a 13 clue in that case. Now, the thing with that is that we have encoded our digits. So whenever you see A, that is always the same digit, B is always the same digit, etc. And it's up to us to determine what those digits are. So this digit is A, because the digits in this one cell cage sum to A. These 3 digits sum to AB, read as a two-digit number. So it's not A plus B or A times B. It's AB written. So if A was 2 and B was 4, this would be 24. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so A is the tens digit of this sum. So the question we have to ask is, can it even be a 2? Can we add to, say, 21 would be the minimum there, because B has to be a number from 1 to, I guess B could be 0. So it could be as low as 20, but 3 digits in a 6x6, the biggest you can put is 4, 5, 6, because we can't repeat digits in a cage. So 4, 5, 6 sums to 15, which means the A has to be a 1. So we get our first digit. This is a 1. Ooh, now we have to fill B here and B here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be our next digit to reveal fog. So we have to figure out what B is now. Okay. B. Okay. Oh yeah. That's straightforward. So now that I thought about it, right, we want to think about this cage here. What's the smallest this cage could be? Well, it can't have a 1 in it because there's already 1 in the box. So this could be a 2-3 pair adding to 5. But what's the smallest, what's the largest B could be here, right? And we just went over it. If this was 4, 5, 6, that would add to 15, and B would be a 5. So this cage is saying B is at least 5, and this cage is saying B is at most 5. Well, that means that it has to be exactly 5. So we can place a 5 here. That does remove the 5 from here. And this 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 are actually correct, because that's the only way to fulfill 5 and 15. We have another A here. Let's place a 1. Ooh, a J. That's a new digit. C is a new digit. Okay. These 2 digits. Let's try to minimize these 2 digits, because we have a 2-3 pair here. A 2-3 pair here. So this cell can be a 1, but this can't be 2 or 3 or 5. So this would be a 4, and then this cell could be a 2. So that would be 7. So C is at least 7. Now J cannot have a 1 in it. Okay. So J is, remember that these have to be single digits, 0 through 9. So this can't have a 1 in it. So 2, 3, 4 is the minimum we could put in this J cage. 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 9, which is the biggest it could be. So we know J is 9. And so then, so here's how we place the digit. Where do 5 and 6 go in here? Well, the 5 can't go anywhere but here. And then this is a 6. And that does add to AA, which is 11. Okay. This is another 15 cage. We know it goes down into here, but we don't know much more about it. But it can't be 4, 5, 6, right? If this was a 3-cell cage like this or like this, these would have to again be 4, 5, 6. And that would be too many 4, 5, 6s in this box. So in fact, we know 1's in one of these two. So this has to be like a 4-cell cage or bigger, adding 15. Can we do process of elimination for what E might be? So first of all, by Sudoku, it can't be 1, 5, or 6. So it's 2, 3, or 4. We know that A is 1 and B is 5. So that doesn't help. We know that J is 9. That doesn't help. Okay, so just E is 2, 3, or 4. That's all we know. This adds to a single amount. We know 1's in one of these two. Let's see. What's our next step here? 2, 3, 4. Huh. Is there Sudoku to do? I'm looking. These can't be 2, 3. These can't be 2, 3. 6 goes somewhere up here. I don't really think that's helpful. Do we want to ask if 6 can be in this C cage? Maybe that's key. Because if 6 can't be in the C cage, then it goes there. So if we put a 6 somewhere up here, I think this would be the best place to put it. That would be 6, and then this could be 1 and 2. That would add to 9. But J is already 9. Oh, wow. Okay. So if we tried to put a 6 in this C cage, this would be the best place to put it. It would go with a 1 and a 2. 1, 2, 6 adds to 9. And either way, if you're putting a 6 in a 3-cell cage, you're going to add to at least 9. Because you can't repeat digits in the cage. And J is already 9. And C can't be larger than 9. So that means that there is not a 6 in this cage. So we can place the 6 here. And that's in a J cage. J was 9, so this has to be a 3 to add to 9, because we know the cage ended. Yeah. So then that's a 1. Not surprised that that's a 1. And then we can place the 3 here. This is a pair, and then we'll know what C is. This is 2, 4. So C is 7. Okay. So what's left for H? Well, it's not, just by Sudoku, it's not 1, 3, or 6, or 2. So it's not 1, 2, or 3. It could be 4 or 5. We already have B as 5 already, so H can't be 5. So H is 4. That makes this a 6. That makes that 5 and 4. Okay. We get our 2 and our 4 here. This can't be 4, so E is 2 or 3. That's a 2, 3 pair. This is 6 for the row. Wow, okay, so we have a 15 cage. This is already 6. So these have to add to 9 in 3 cells. That's not that hard. Without a 6, though, means we can't put 1, 2, 6 in it. Well, this is 3, 6 pair. That is up to 3. That's a 6. Okay, let's just do Sudoku. G. What's left for G? Well, what's this is 1, 2, 3. What's left for G? A is 1 already, so this can't be 1. So that places the 1 here. Now we can just do this sum. This is 10. This has to be a 5. Ooh, G then must be 2. Yeah, so right. A cage cannot add to more than 21 because, first of all, we know this is a 1. That's A. Because we can't repeat digits in the cage, and 1 through 6 adds to 21. So even if this was a 6-cell cage that took the whole row, it would be 21. And in fact, we know it's 21, so it is a 6-cell cage that takes the whole row. So this is not actually a helpful cage, but it's helpful in that it tells us that G is 2, right? G is definitely not 3. So that's 2 and 3, and that's 2 and 3. And that actually was the only way these were going to resolve. So that's 4 and 2. So that's clever, actually. That's a 5. What was C again? C was 7. So 5 plus 2 is 7. And now I think we just do Sudoku. That's a 1. Maybe this cage will be helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5, 6. That's 5 and 6. Here we have 1, 2. We need 3 and 4. No, that's 4 and 3. So AD. So I guess D is 0. We introduced D just to make it 0. Yeah, that is a 10. Good. And then this is a 2, and then this is a 4, and we're done. Wow, that was a neat puzzle. I really liked a lot of that logic of figuring out what a letter meant, which didn't actually help directly on where we figured it out, but it helped elsewhere in the puzzle. And then also not being able to put 6 in the C cage. That was my favorite step, not being able to put 6 in the C cage, because J already added to 9. That was neat. All right, well, hope you enjoyed this as well. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.